This week, the Nightly News brings you these top stories.
The Mock Trial Knights excel at the 16th annual mock trial competition.
This quarter is over, along with the sports season.
And we've got new members of the Honor Society.
The Nightly News have this and more coming up next. Don't go away. Hafaday, Tirawami, and good morning, Mount Carmel School. Today is Friday, March the 21st, 2014. I'm Bob Colding, your guest anchor.
And I'm Thomas Manglonyo. For our first story, Mount Carmel's Padawan and Jedi Knights team excel at the 16th annual mock trial competition held at the Guma Justicia. Here's Savannah with more.
Mount Carmel wins second place at the 16th annual high school mock trial competition. Aside from Mount Carmel, 5 other schools, Marianas High School, Dr. Rita H. Enos High School, Cagman High School, Saipan Southern High School, and Tinian High School participated in this year's competition. Marianas High School and Mount Carmel School were the only 2 schools with 2 teams. Both Mount Carmel teams placed in the top 4. When asked about how the competition went, fellow senior student, Stuco Vice President, and mock trial team captain Andrea Manesse replied with,
competition. It was fun. I mean, there was a lot of good competition. And yeah,
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. Every year is more fun.
This year will also be Manesse's last year in the mock trial team.
Are you sad that this is your last year to compete?
Yeah, I'm really sad because I really love mock trial and for it to be my last year. So bye guys, to my teammates. I'm going to miss all of you.
A couple of our very own students won separate awards for their outstanding performances during the competition. Andrea Manesse was one amongst 3 others who won the Most Effective Defense Attorney Award.
So when they called me, it was really surprising and I was really honored to get an award.
Okay, thank you.
While Amelina Evangelista was named the Best Witness for Defense.
How did you feel when they named you one of the best witnesses for defense?
I was super happy and honored. Getting an award was really nice. But yeah, thanks to my coaches, my teammates who helped me. Without them, I don't think I would have got this award. So,
along with winning second place, one of MCS's 2 teams won the Supreme Court Professionalism Award.
Thanks, Savannah, for that report. Last week, several students were sworn into the National Honor Society, National Junior Honor Society, and National Elementary Honor Society.
The inductees were selected by a faculty council that reviewed applications from sophomores and underclassmen who had maintained a grade point average of 3.0 and had demonstrated volunteerism, exemplary behavior, and leadership.
Andrea Lazaro files this report.
This year, Mount Carmel held 2 induction ceremonies. On March 12, the National Honor Society welcomed 14 high school students. And on March 19, the National Junior Honor Society greeted 7 middle school students. The National Elementary Honor Society also welcomed its first batch of elementary students, consisting of 32 4th to 6th graders. In his welcoming remarks for the NHS induction ceremony, School President Mr. Galvin De Leon Guerrero told the students that they should seek membership with the program only if they truly pursue to better themselves.
So rather than being narcissistic, we can be Socratic and live up to the quote, "The unexamined life is not worth living," by examining what we do and why we do what we do.
After each ceremony, the inductees and their families were treated to refreshments by the existing members. According to one NHS inductee, sophomore Jonathan Pangilinan, although unexpected, he was really happy to get inducted.
It feels good. I was like so happy when I got tapped. That's how happy I was. I see, I can't stop smiling.
Grace Catalma from the 8th grade class also said that it was unbelievable that she got inducted.
At first I was really nervous, and then when they tapped my shoulder, my heart was like beating so loud, and I was standing there. I felt so proud of myself, and I worked hard for this, and I think I really deserve this.
Mr. Tom Schwager, father of newly inducted 4th grader Teresa Schwager, was very proud of what the children achieved.
I'm very impressed, and I'm very happy for all the kids that got inducted. They should be very proud, and I hope they keep up the good work.
A knight is someone with a commitment to service. My name is Manny Borja, and I am a knight.
All good things must come to an end, and third quarter was just concluded. But don't be sad, we've got one more quarter to go.
Time flies when you're having fun, and this school year has definitely been flying by. With the third quarter coming to a close, students are both relieved and anxious for the oncoming fourth quarter and inevitably the summer fun. Some students said that third quarter was
hard.
It was pretty challenging.
Little hard.
Too hard is
medium.
Easy.
Third quarter was from January 8th to March 14th. With only 2 holidays, the third quarter is the longest quarter in the school year. With the quarter coming to an end, students were pretty confident about their grades. Although it was a bit of a challenge, most students are excited for their last quarter of the year. Senior student Dominic Travilla says that it was one of the 2 hardest quarters for him. What's your opinion on the third quarter?
Well, the third quarter every year is always the longest quarter. To me, I find it as the most tiring, exhausting quarter of the year. Well, I would say it's one of the 2 hardest quarters. The second is second quarter, in my opinion.
Okay. Sophomores Stephen Hofschneider and Markel Tovis said that third quarter was the hardest of them all and are looking forward to having fun and wishing the seniors goodbye. So, how did third quarter go for you guys?
It went fine.
It was cool, I guess.
It was pretty challenging. We learned a lot. I learned a lot. Third quarter is known to be the hardest quarter of the year.
For 8th grader Christine Lazaro, she said she was stressed but also had fun. So would you say third quarter was easy or hard?
Can I say medium?
Medium? Why was it medium?
Because I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of hard work.
So how do you feel about your grades for the third quarter?
Confident.
Confident?
Hopefully I'll be in the president's list again.
So how was the third quarter in your opinion? How did it go?
It went great. Sometimes it had a lot of stress, but it's okay.
It's okay. Senior Jared Sablon thought that the third quarter was challenging and thinks he's done better than previous quarters. Okay, so what is your opinion on the third quarter?
The third quarter was challenging, but yet it went by so fast. I think senior year is going by really quick.
Yeah? So was third quarter easy or hard for you?
It was medium.
Medium? Why was it medium?
Because I had a lot of help from my classmates.
Yeah? So how do you feel about your grades for the third quarter?
I feel really good, and they're better than what I would hope they would be. And I think I worked hard where they should be right now.
Yeah? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Darvin, for that report.
All right, for this week's Nightly News episode, Sights and Sounds, Andrea Lazaro makes her way to Marge's Kitchen, right across the street from our school.
Nothing like a tall glass of sweet lemonade and a bite of moist brownies beats a long day in school. But where can an MCS student get these refreshments? 2 decades ago, Marge's Kitchen was built, and since then, it has been Mount Carmel School's favorite place to go to before and after school. This reporter asked around where the students love to go to Marge's. Common answers include its proximity to the school and because of the tasty snacks they sell.
Marge's is convenient to the school. Where else can you go and buy food after school and buy drinks? It's the perfect place to buy food before you go to your club.
Well, it's like a, like after school if you're hungry, cheap snack. That's pretty good.
From pastries to drinks to bentos, Margie's provides students with a variety of choices that suits their wants and needs. Student favorites include brownies, lemonade, Spanish bread, chicken kelaguen, and cocoa. When asked what they like most about Margie's, senior boys Dominic Travilla, Amir Shakir, Victor Cabrera, and Mario Camacho replied with, "What's your favorite thing to buy in Margie's?"
Definitely the brownies.
How about you? You.
De la pizzas.
Juniors Luisa Camacho and Leia Munya also share their favorites.
It's chicken calaguen.
How about you?
I have 3. It's chocolate Danish, chicken calaguen, and brownies.
Rita Cabrera, Margie's longtime worker, isn't a stranger to the students. She said that she loves seeing their faces light up when she serves them their favorite food.
Out with them. It really makes me happy seeing all the kids coming in. And I see them in their face. They're always so happy that we're around to get what they need when they're hungry and thirsty.
We love Margie's!
We love Margie's!
Thanks, Andrea, for that great report. Students do seem to love going there, Bob. Have you been there?
Yeah, I'm not a student, but I love going there. I love their empanadas and I like their lunches that they have, and the cocoa, of course, when it's in season, and I love their huge cinnamon buns.
That's great. Well, coming up next, William Camacho brings us interviews from the end of the sports season. Stay tuned.
Here in late March at Mount Carmel School, we find ourselves in a standstill in regards to sports. With the conclusion of the girls' varsity volleyball season, boys' varsity basketball season, and both boys and girls' JV basketball, MCS waits for seasons anew. In the upcoming month, we have both boys and girls' varsity basketball for CCOPS, which is the private school league, and boys' varsity soccer starting. We here at the Nightly News were able to interview some student athletes in preparation for the upcoming seasons. For soccer, we interviewed junior Enrico Del Rosario, who also got a recent invitation to play in the Philippines this summer. Okay, Enrico, so this is the first year that Mount Carmel is joining MISO Soccer in a while. What do you feel about the team?
Our team is pretty strong. We have a few national team members, which is good, and I think we have a good chance of winning the championships this year.
Okay, so you recently got invited to play soccer in Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us more about that.
Well, there's this team, it's a UFL youth. It's like a professional team, but for youth, and there's a league for U17 and U19, and I'm both. And they offered me a spot on the team, and I took it. And
all right, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Coach Francis San Nicolas chimes in his opinion on all the basketball teams and their multiple efforts. So, Coach San Nicolas, for the boys and girls junior varsity division in CCOPS, can you explain to us how they progressed and how they finished?
For the girls, which we won second place for this year, and we won second because it just didn't work out properly the way we planned it. And planning is always, should always be there, and if the plan is not been followed, so most likely we'll be having a hard time with, winning the game. And for the boys, because we plan it, and they follow the plan, and all the plan worked, and they come to practice most of the time. They're always there. And that's how they progress in their basketball games and also won the championship for CCOP JV basketball.
All right, now with the boys Miso, can you talk about their league, the varsity team?
For the boys, Miso, their league, in the varsity, it's just, like I always said before, practice is so important, and everyone has to work as a team. They have to trust one another and depend from each other. They have to depend from one another, not just depending on one person. You know, everyone has to work together, and most likely in the future they'll get better.
All right, so for the upcoming C Cups for the varsity, both boys and girls, how do you feel about the team, both teams this year?
For the girls, because they're the defending champion, and they're going to work so hard to get this one again, but they just need to come to practice too. For the boys, you know, it's always been, you know, hard for me and for some boys that have been showing up to practice. If everyone just shows up all the time, most likely we'll do better this year for the boys.
All right, Coach, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
We also have a live look-in at the first practice for both boys and girls for the upcoming Varsity Basketball League C Cups.
Come on, Andrea. Out like that. Let's go.
Thanks, Will, for that wonderful sports report. Now, the Nightly News would like to thank KSPN2 News Director and Sports Anchor Bob Coldine for joining us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Thomas. I've really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed seeing your little studio in here and how you can really get the heat turned up really quickly. I enjoy it, and I hope you continue your journalism career.
All right, thank you. And the Nightly News has brought you news and sports. That's the end of this weekend edition.
Hey, it's official. The weekend begins right now. All of you have a great one.